So yesterday it became quite clear over the leakage of the intelligence and risk assessment that was given to Mnangagwa on the 16th of January. They gave it before the first cabinet sitting, warning him. And this is not like an intelligence that can, I don't think this is a report from the Central Intelligence Organization. This is straight from the military intelligence. Mnangagwa was warned by the cabinet and he went against the military intelligence. I think if you want to hear everything, I did part 1 and part 2 because of the network issues. But here, I want to underscore that Mnangagwa deliberately undermined the recommendations of the military intelligence. And let's look at what were those recommendations. In fact, he was told they did not actually nurse his feelings. They told him straight, and we want to analyze the tone of this and predict possible consequences of disregarding these recommendations. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Let's look at the recommendations that Mnangagwa was told. They said, it is wise. It is wise. It is wise, which means going against this, it will be unwise and critically important. And which means going against this it means you are disregarding that it is critically important. For the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, they were addressing Mnangagwa. His Excellency Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, and specifically his Presidium and Cabinet, to immediately, not slowly, immediately reject and set aside the presented Constitution of Zimbabwe Amendment Bill 2025 and its accompanying memorandum in their entirety. B. Halt all further procedural steps on this specific draft bill forthwith. So they are saying halt, stop all procedural. C. Direct the Minister of Justice. They are telling Mnangagwa on what to do, not the whole of the cabinet that was there to just say, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. Direct the Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs to return to the exact letter and spirit of Resolution 1. D. Instruct the Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs and the Attorney General to initiate a proper constitutional process which must begin with the honest acknowledgement that a term limit extension requires a national referendum under Section 3287. I saw someone saying, no, but even this intelligence report, it is supporting resolution number 1. No, it is not supporting resolution number 1. Why do I say so? Listen, Mnangagwa had a procedure, his own procedure, narrow procedure advised by Mpambani and Professor Jonathan Moyo, that you can change the constitution through a bill, a process that they are currently undergoing at the moment. The intelligence report is telling them that the process is unconstitutional. Begin with honest acknowledgement, So the intelligence report is saying what you are doing is not an honest procedure. Honest acknowledgement, you should have actually followed Section 3287. In simple terms, they are actually telling Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa that this process that you are doing is procedurally incorrect. 2. Prepare a simple standalone bill containing the amendments necessary to facilitate the term extension to 2030 and consequently aligned electoral timelines. So they know that if this goes through proper processes, people will reject it. They know that if this has to go, so directing him to use proper processes, they know that Mnangagwa is hated by the people. If there is anyone who knows that Mnangagwa is not liked by Zimbabweans, it is the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. They know and understand this very, very well, that the man is not liked by anyone. The statistics, that's why he is now, he doesn't want to be elected anymore as long as he is alive, because elections have been held to Emerson Mnangagwa. He has actually used a lot of money only to get less than 30%. It means people do not like his personality. Even bribing them, they would not vote for him still. So submit this clean bill alongside the mandatory request for the allocation of resources. And this was, they were telling him what to do. Setting of a date for a national referendum in full compliance with the supreme law of Zimbabwe, the constitution. It is not the Central Intelligence Organization that advises and lies. This is the military intelligence. It is telling him what to do. It means they have taken lead already. Now, listen to this. It was underlined. To proceed on now they're telling him, like what he did yesterday, there will be consequences. Listen to this. To proceed on the current path is to court constitutional illegitimacy. Hey, political turmoil, and the failure of the very objective resolution number 1 sought to achieve. Discipline and adherence to the law must be restored. So, I think people even who expected Chiwenga to say something yesterday, I think you are demanding too much. The man did all what he needed to do. You see, I like what Fadzaima has written so far, and I will quote it. He says, if there is ever been time all citizens who love Zimbabwe should unite, it's now. Those planned constitutional amendments are the biggest threat to the core and fabric of our society in this lifetime. And I can tell you, if there is a time people love Zimbabwe, it is now. Mnangagwa will not kill all of us. Of course, we know we may be on the hit list. We know, a lot of people are on the hit list who are speaking against this regime. But people should beat their fears. It's time people stand up. We cannot allow just a dementia, an old man who cannot even walk properly. That guy cannot walk 100 meters without falling. We are allowing, and someone who can't even brush his teeth, Ziambi, to actually hold the people of Zimbabwe at ransom. It's high time the people of Zimbabwe show these thugs and these idiots who they are. It's time for the people to protest. There is no way. A strategic protest, that will not stop. That would be continual. That would not even have someone who walk everywhere in the streets. The country should be at halt. There is absolutely no way this should be allowed to continue. Mnangagwa should know that people are bigger than him. So it's either Zimbabweans stand up or they perish. This one doesn't have to be led by anyone. If it starts in Mpopoma, it should be happening also somewhere in Kuatsana, sporadic. They don't have the main power to contain the people of Zimbabwe. That is the secret that Zimbabweans haven't realized. You don't need to go and gather in Harare. It's easy for them to gather somewhere in a unit square. It's easy for them to round you up and get and actually stop the protest. But if people do sporadic protests everywhere, and these police officers who are renting in your houses, make sure that if they defend the regime, they don't come back to those houses. They are hungry, they are not earning enough. Some of them goes to work without even eating. If that continues just for 5 days, I'm telling you, this Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa would be defeated. He can be easily defeated. So it's high time people stand up. Let us not look for someone to save us. We are on our own now. We need to stand up against this nonsense. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us.